Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Quarantine Cooking with Dave. Actually, this is going to be kind of an episode of cooking with Dave and Kerry. She's going to probably do the vast majority of the work here in the kitchen tonight. We're back at her house after a few days at my place. What we're going to do tonight is, as we've been suggesting, you want to try and use up as much of your leftovers and stuff in the time of the pandemic, and you want to eliminate as many shopping trips as possible. So we have some really nice leftover chicken from the other night, just boneless, skinless breast that Kerry marinated, and it was delicious. That was an entirely other meal. But what we're going to do with it today is Kerry's going to make flour tortillas from scratch, and we're going to do like a little shredded chicken, maybe some avocado, etc. Shredded chicken tacos, very Yucatan style, I'm hoping. And we're going to have some pickled red onions on those, which are very typical of the Yucatan. And I'm just going to show you how to make those real quick. That's one of our first steps today. So this is really simple. What I've done is I've taken a red onion, I've sliced it into rounds, removed the skin, the middles, everything. And I've got a few thicker slices, a few thinner slices, just depending on what kind of texture you want. We'll use some for other things. They last in the fridge for a couple weeks once you've made them. And we're just going to do a quick pickle. So what we've got here, you can use any vinegar really, white wine vinegar. I've got apple cider vinegar in this case, about a half cup. And you want to add sugar and salt and then some flavoring seasonings. So what I've got here is about a half cup of apple cider vinegar. I've used some honey that we brought back from the Yucatan for our sugar, maybe a tablespoon of that, a couple of, maybe a tablespoon and a half of salt, and I put some red pepper chili flakes in there again because we do like a little spice with our food. And we're just going to bring that up to a warm simmer so that the sugars dissolve, and then we're going to pour it over our red onions. All right, so our quick pickle brining liquid is finished. We're just going to pour that over our red onions, like so, in our container. You want it to pretty much cover the onions. These ones don't quite, but I'm just going to pack them down a little bit in there, although the liquid's quite hot. And what we're going to do is just let that cool for a few minutes. Then I'm going to put the tight lid on that, put it in the fridge. They'll be ready in about a half an hour to an hour for use tonight, and they'll keep in your fridge for about 2 weeks. Now, a great thing to make yourself for a cocktail treat is a margarita at the best of times. But because we're having a Yucatan inspired style of shredded chicken taco tonight, I thought we'd make a golden margarita. Why golden? Well, a couple reasons. I only have a few limes. I don't really have enough, so I'm going to use some orange juice to add to them. I've got 1800 aged Reposado tequila, which is wonderful. Some triple sec, or I actually might switch that out and do some Grand Marnier because that's a true golden margarita. And we've got a little agave syrup and of course our margarita salt rimmer. And yeah, we're just going to squeeze some fresh limes and orange juice and make some treats. So Kerry's just making her dough for the tortillas. It's really simple. It's just some flour, some salt, some oil. We happen to have olive oil in the house, so that's what we used, and some hot water. And you can look up various recipes online, and she's just going to mix that together into a batter or a dough, and then she's going to fry off some tortillas. All right, so the dough's come together. Kerry's just kind of kneading it a little bit, getting it good, consistent texture, I guess. I don't know. I'm not much of a baker, and I don't know much about dough. But when she's done this, she's going to probably flour it a little bit and roll it out into individual tortillas. It did occur to me that I have a tortilla press at home that I bought one time many years ago and I've never used. Today would have been a great time to use that, but I'm kind of dumb. All right, so Kerry's portioned out the dough into 6 individual sizes there. She's going to roll those out, floured the counter. We actually halved the recipe because there's just the 2 of us and it normally makes 12 tortillas. And all right, Kerry's rolled out our first tortilla here. She's rolling it into approximately an 8-inch round shape. And then she's just going to fry it off in our frying pan here, warming on the stovetop. Looks great. And there we go. There's our first tortilla. Awesome. All right, there's our beautiful tortillas that Kerry's been kind enough to make for us. They're warming in a tea towel, so I'm gonna wrap them back up while we chop up some ingredients and assemble our tortillas. All right, so I put a couple ounces of tequila, a couple ounces of the Grand Marnier, and about a tablespoon or so of agave syrup. So we've got a nice balance of sweet and sour with a fresh squeezed orange juice, fresh squeezed limes. Threw some ice cubes in here, and we're just giving this a whir in the NutriBullet, kind of making a blended and frozen margarita. I know many of you have bought a NutriBullet over the years and you use it for much more healthier things than margaritas, but let me tell you something, you're doing it wrong. All right, so there we are, some beautiful fresh made tortillas. Kerry's chopped up the leftover chicken, some avocado, some cherry tomatoes, a little shredded romaine, some fresh cilantro, and of course our beautiful pickled red onions that we started this journey with. We're gonna pour ourselves a golden margarita and enjoy the sunshine and the sunset. Stay safe, everyone. Hope you're having fun. Wow, that just looks incredible. I want to say thank you to Kerry for being the best quarantine partner ever. In a traditional Yucatan tortilla, you would probably have a little habanero chili sauce on the side and drizzle that over your tortilla. We don't have that. We're all out of fresh limes because we use them for the margaritas, and this is the time of the quarantine, so we're not doing unnecessary shopping. We really are using things that we have on hand. So we're gonna squeeze a little of the real lemon lime juice on there, and we've got some Tabasco sauce, and this is gonna be delicious. So once again, everybody, please stay safe, take care of your friends, your family, your neighbors as much as you can, and enjoy a little treat every now and then. Take care of yourselves. As always, because we're quarantined here today at Kerry's apartment, Toby has decided to join us for dinner. So Toby, I'm gonna give you the last word, buddy. I want you to say hi to everybody out there, all your cat friends, all your human friends. Tell everybody to stay safe. This too shall pass.